What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to EU4, the Super States AI only battle. We had some huge wars last video, in particular the New York coalition. They seem to have done fine, which is impressive because coalitions normally end badly, but New York just about got through. They've got to deal with some Massachusetts rebels, but they're doing it right now. They'll be fine. The same, I would say, could not be said for Quebec, but I think they've accepted the demands of whatever those rebels were. The Lollard heretics. I don't know exactly what that does, but they've accepted their demands, and I don't think anything's changed. But anything super noticeable. Obviously, we've got Alberta currently fighting individually against Alaska. The Northwest Territories, I believe, is in this war too. Yep, they are. And California and Alberta are probably going to lose. I think California's just showed up. So I don't think it's going to go too well for Alberta. Alaska also had a 10 stack, so it's probably not going to go too well for Alberta. Might go really well for Alaska, though, if they take a lot of land. And then obviously we've got Montana, South Dakota, and Oregon up against Wyoming, Washington, I think. Oh, no, Wyoming, Nevada, and North Dakota. Sorry, my bad, not Washington. There we go. And already South Dakota has been occupied by North Dakota. Montana is being bulldozed through, and Oregon's been left alone. At least for now, but I don't know how long that will last. Northwest Territories, for some reason, are running down to California. I don't know why their army's doing that, but, you know, they can do what they want. At the moment, the border gore's not looking super bad. We've only got 2 completely unattached, oh no, 3, because Georgia's split in half, 2 unattached provinces, as I'm going to call them. We've got 1 for Arizona here, and 1 for Oklahoma. Hopefully that'll be cleared up eventually, or at least maybe Oklahoma and Arizona can reconnect them. That'd be nice. Brief look over in Australia. Western Australia's grown a bit. New South Wales, yep, Victoria, and the Australian Capital Territory, Canberra, is now part of New South Wales. Tasmania's still here, but there we go. Just give you a little look at what's going on around the world. Is anything? Oh, Orissa seems to have shrunk in strength, and Gondwana seems to be stronger in central India. Timurids are not doing this. This is somebody else. They're separatists. Never mind. Let's look at Africa. And back up into Europe. The Ottomans had a quiet spell. What Muscovy did a bit of expanding towards the south. The Great Horde. Teutonic Order. Lithuania, Poland, all in a big war. There's still this. There's another. Actually, I think this big war's over. The Italians really got messed up, and look how much land Hungary took. Jeez, okay. Hungary looking very strong in the Italian region. And Venice is gone now, officially. So I'm officially better than the AI of Venice. I made it into the 1500s, if I remember correctly. So, haha. I win, I guess. Okay, there we go. South Dakota is gone. North Dakota picking them up. I don't know. I feel like this province here is probably what they need to completely form Dakota as a whole, or maybe they're too big now to actually do it. I don't know. Or maybe they're just. Oh yeah, it might be. They probably need 10 admin level as well. That's what you need to form a lot of nations, as well. It could be that. It could be anything. Really, who knows? Who knows? It could be anything. But oh, Alberta, did you separate piece somebody? Nope. Hang on. Let's see. They might just separate piece the Northwest Territory. No, they didn't separate piece anybody, but for some reason it just came unoccupied. They are still here with a 22 stack. There's not really been a big battle yet. I mean, there is enough troops to get rid of that 20, or to at least do some heavy damage to that 22 stack. They just don't really want to at the moment. Nevada is now here. Where is this? No, where is Nevada? I don't see any Nevadan troops. North Dakota and Wyoming are doing their bits against Montana. Oh, Nevada's over here. I think they might have just separate pieced Oregon. Because maybe they were over there, yeah. Wait, no. Yeah, they've separate pieced Oregon. Nevada have got some strong alliances. I don't know which ones. California, New Mexico, Washington, and Wyoming. Okay, so they don't have North Dakota, but they're obviously in this war alongside each other. Nope. Everywhere else, I don't see any sieging going on or occupying. Texas are yet to do the job. With those rebels, oh, what? Okay. Montana is gone. Wyoming and Nevada dividing it up between them. North Dakota even grabbed some stuff here, the province here. So there we go. Montana is gone. Nevada and Wyoming looking stronger than now. I think Nevada now if you don't include Canada, they have the biggest font. Maybe Texas just ahead of them, but Texas is like short and fat. Nevada's a bit longer, so maybe they win. Alaska really starting to go in, but then Alberta are starting to push into Alaska, so it's a bit of a mixed match there because they're just not willing to fight with their troops. Is that a crossing? What is this red line? Oh yeah, it's a crossing. It just goes very deep into that province for some reason. And I think peace in at least the USA has been achieved. Canada is still at war. Obviously, California is also involved in that war. So it's not technically peace, but we can go and have a look around the rest, a more in-depth look around the rest of the world. See what's going on. So, Hungary is in a war with Bosnia. Oh, wow. Okay, so that Italian war is actually still going on. My bad. But why did it say they were occupied by Serbia? That must have ended in between. But the Ottomans are at war with the islands neighbouring them. But yeah, we've got a big war between these Italians, and Naples has also joined in that conflict. No, Naples were always in it. Oh, it just ended. It just ended. Did Hungary get any more stuff? No, but some of these guys might have been like vassalized or something. That wouldn't be unheard of. No, they're all still here. Hungary just... Wow, look at Hungary and Austria. Well, look at all of Austria's alliances. Sorry. Austria have got some good alliances all over the place, but Hungary, Austria, Aragon, obviously Aragon bring Naples to the party. Poland, not anymore, but they have Muscovy, which is massive, and good for Austria, because obviously they'll probably... you don't own them yet. No, they've not gone into sort of full ownership mode, so Hungary may end up one day destroying them. France have got some strong alliances though, Savoy and Milan and the Ottomans, so they would have been annoyed at that war. They probably didn't want to get involved. Who Britain got? Scotland, Desmond, Sligo. All, oh wow, these are all vassals. Okay, England. Okay, yeah, England will form Great Britain soon then. I didn't know that. That's pretty big. What is that? Okay, well, Alaska. I know there's some people rooting for Alaska, or at least one. And you have California, Northwest Territories. You just munched into Alberta, and I believe you released Saskatchewan too. Were they here the whole time? No, they were gone. But I swear, North Dakota, no. Yeah, I think Saskatchewan was also released from Alberta, I'm pretty sure, and Alaska also grabbed a few provinces. Saying that, only a couple of provinces. These are massive provinces. Some of these, these provinces are like, could fit in all of these guys down here, so it doesn't really say much, but yeah, there we go. That is now, I believe, peace in North America. Even in Mexico. Oh no, there's a little bit down there. Stop warring, guys. We're gonna have a time of peace. Oh, and Missouri is after Nebraska, which is weird because Nebraska seems strong. Oh, and Iowa's in it, but then Nebraska called in Illinois and Michigan, but now Wyoming's in. This just turned into a giant mess, and if Minnesota and Arizona get involved, it could get even worse. But yes, America, you were doing a good job of staying peaceful, and then you blew it. You blew it. You were doing so well, and now Iowa and Missouri versus Nebraska, with Illinois on Nebraska's side, Wyoming on their side. It's all a bit of a mess. Let's just get this. So Iowa, Missouri, Wyoming, Nebraska, Illinois, Michigan. Michigan, I mean, they're already over here, but I don't know who's going to win this, because Nebraska and, I mean, Wyoming's just come out of a war, so they're not going to be at full strength. Nebraska, I don't know if they've had long enough to rebuild since they took all of Kansas over, and then Iowa and Missouri have been peaceful for a while, so they might be able to have a good job here, but then Michigan may come over, cause them a problem, and obviously Illinois as well. We've got the 18 and then the 20 stack. I mean, it's probably going to turn into a team war. It's going to be pretty close to see who wins. It's probably one very important battle, and Florida just couldn't wait, could they? Florida are now at war with the help of North Carolina, with Virginia, Mississippi, and Oklahoma. Oklahoma spread up, looking gross, as they are. Okay. Interesting. New York have obviously got to stay very peaceful right now. I thought I'd just point that out because they're still at risk of another coalition forming. No one else is in that sort of zone. Nevada, no. Wyoming, no. Not really. No one else is that sort of risk. Nebraska is a little bit, but I mean, they're busy right now, so they won't be growing too much. get away from that map. Whenever I see it just all go red, it doesn't look good. North Carolina is already... Virginia, oh no, Virginia, my pick. Looks like they're finally, I think they were my pick. I really hope they were. I'm going to look like an idiot, but I've forgotten already because they were doing so badly. It was either Virginia or like, is it West Virginia? I don't know, the other Virginia. And one of them's dead and the other one's got one province, so I kind of gave up on my pick. Although not to say they can't come back in the future. Like if we go on for a while, there's definitely a chance of people popping up. Who knows? Indiana could have made the comeback and they're going to go win. I mean, they got like a technology boost as well for coming back, so they didn't have to do any of the work themselves. Okay, already we've got Wyoming, which could be really big for them if they take parts of Nebraska as well out here. We've got Missouri also here and Iowa, so Nebraska not having a good time. Illinois also struggling against Iowa, and Michigan and Illinois both sort of retreating to Michigan. But they're coming in now with an 18 stack. If they can clear up these troops, they might be able to start pushing back. North Carolina doing their job. I'm liking it though in general, as there's less states left and they just all become bigger blobs. It makes it easier for me to know what's going on. Florida have however got some peasants which could turn the tide in this war, which is interesting. Occupied by Florida, yeah, so Mississippi's not having a good time. North Carolina is doing, well, it's undoing what Mississippi did, sorry, not, okay, but there's a big stack here. This is sort of the army they got to beat, this 20 stack. Luckily, North Carolina, wait, Kentucky are in this war? Okay, if Kentucky's joined, oh yeah, Kentucky's joined, okay, well, Florida's side's going to win. I didn't realize Kentucky had joined, that's pretty huge, because yeah, these guys got 34,000, they're going to be up against 21,000. Should be a pretty simple win. You still in this war? You haven't been separate peace yet. It's still a North war score. Oh no, that's their individual war score though. France is up against Aragon and Naples. Iowa, Missouri, Wyoming, North Dakota. Okay, this war just changed. At some point, North Dakota joined in, and that is game over for Nebraska. I'm afraid we're going to see them in the heart of the USA, divided between their neighbours. Not a good place to be. I feel like the coastal guys get a benefit. I don't know if that's a fair way of analysing it, but like the ones in the middle just get torn apart from all sides. Iowa has actually now arrived in Michigan too. Illinois is just about clinging on. They've got enough troops to be okay, I would imagine. As long as Wisconsin don't come out and like backstab them in a minute. But yeah, Florida. Okay, oh wow, there's now a 3.8 stack of Virginian separatists. Virginia is gone. Just noticed they got separate pieced and incorporated into North Carolina. We're starting to see the blobs from the south, like North Carolina. Kentucky was obviously a bit further north anyway, but starting to meet up with people like Delmarva, Pennsylvania, some of those blobs from the northeast too, so that's going to be interesting. Nebraska is now fully occupied. Let's just see how this war's going. Has anyone else been separate pieced yet? Not yet. And, oh, it's over. What happened? Wyoming took something. North Dakota, I don't think took anything, but Iowa took a couple of provinces too. Missouri, I think, didn't grab anything. I think they were unlucky. Illinois is still in this war though. Wait, who's this a war for? This must have been a war for one of these guys. I think it was against Illinois then. England are in a big war with their vassals against Spain, Naples, and Hungary. That's not a good place to be. Oh, there it is. No, this is North Carolina. They've got 50 war score now against Oklahoma, Mississippi. Where is this other war? Ontario are in a war with Quebec and Rhode Island. And no New York this time to help Quebec. Where is this war I'm looking for? Iowa. Oh, it was Iowa v Illinois. Okay, yeah, so Nebraska just joined in to defend their buddy. And their short time of looking awesome in the middle of the map is over. Wyoming growing. And so did Iowa. And now we should see Iowa growing to Illinois too. Pretty soon. That's a big war involving England. Obviously, it's kind of important who the powers in particular in Western Europe are, because I imagine they'll be colonising South America. They're on wait, what sort of tech levels are these guys? They're on similar tech levels to the US states, so I don't think we'll see them, you know, treating these states like natives, to say the least. But yeah, we'll definitely see some colonising from them. Probably in the next sort of, probably in about 5-6 videos time, I don't know. Maybe a bit later than that, actually. Who knows? But that is going to be it for this video, guys. As always, if you have enjoyed, it'd be awesome if you could leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe. And today I'd like you to let me know exactly which state you would like to live in this world right now. Yes, just let me know. Give me a reason why too. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.